A great day, friends. Reginald Adams checking in from the illustrious Strand here on Galveston Island, this beautiful planet Earth. And we are in front of Absolute Equality, our current public art project here on the island honoring Juneteenth. June 19th, 1865 was the date that Major General Gordon Granger, this guy over my shoulder, and some of these Union soldiers embarked on the island, really right here in fact, the very parking lot that I'm standing in once stood a building called the Osterman Building. And it was in that building that a series of documents called general orders were signed, one of which was to enforce martial law for the release of over 250,000 enslaved blacks here in the state of Texas. And so all that happened right here on this hallowed ground, on this sacred space. And we are using paint, creativity, art, community engagement, history to celebrate this momentous occasion for Black culture, really American culture. And I couldn't be doing this work without an amazing team of superheroes, which we call the creatives. I got Mr. Dantrell Boone. He's right here over my thumb, working on one of the Olmec sculptures. The Olmecs were Africans that settled in Central America and Mexico like in the 1100s and left these enormous 10, 20-ton stone sculptures of kings and rulers and warriors in the likeness of these African men. And so he's painting that. That kind of marks our kind of point in time with Africans arriving in the Americas. We have Estevanico. It's a scene that's to be painted, but since it's not, I'm not going to mention much of it. We have Miss Harriet Tubman, who led the Underground Railroad. We got Mr. Cadavian Baylor high up in the sky, 30 feet above the air, floating on this robotic arm, painting in the Union soldiers who arrived in Galveston to help enforce martial law, releasing their people. And we got Miss Cherry Meekins up here. I think she's right there, painting in that gold ribbon that's running across the Union soldiers. And then we got Mr. Samson Bimbo Adenuba. He's about to put some details in on Granger's face. And then in the far left, we have the Hotel Galvez, kind of a nod to the development and the history of the city. We have the march of people marching towards this virtue we called absolute equality, this idea that every single one of us is equal to each other, no matter the social economic background you come from, no matter your sexual preferences, no matter your nationality, your race. We're all one. If I cut you, you're gonna bleed the same red blood that runs through this flag, that's gonna run through my blood. And this is our interpretation of our pursuit of absolute equality with the newly adopted Juneteenth flag. This is a new design that's been recently adopted, and we decided to incorporate it into the mural. And then last but not least, we have, actually second to the last but not least, we have this astronaut. And the idea is that will we take this virtue of absolute equality to these new explorations as we get ready to colonize Mars and the moon and other planets? Will we take some of these same values? And I think that's the question as humans continue to explore new territories, not only on Earth, but around the world and outside in our universe and in the multiverses. And lastly, there'll be a really cool community engagement component that we incorporate into this very edge right here with the red and white flag, as we've been working with community groups, folks like Sue Johnson and the NIA Cultural Center. 2 weeks ago, her students came through the Freedom School. They worked on a public art camp during spring break. We had another group at the farmer's market. Just volunteers, people from the neighborhood, people from the community that wanted to be a part of it. Thank you, Birds, for blessing us with the song. Thank you. They came to serenade us. Yes, I love the Birds. I love the Birds like I love the people that came and helped us create this artwork that's going to be incorporated into the mural. We got a couple more community engagement workshops coming up. Things are just so beautiful right now. It's such a beautiful day. Our art and literacy contest is underway. It's going to be extended until April the 19th. So if you know young people, middle school, high school, undergraduate, college students who want us to have a voice, want to share their vision of what absolute equality means to them, we have a contest, opportunity to share in over $10,000 in prizes and scholarships to be a part of this dialogue, this conversation around equality, racial equity, social justice. And you can find out more information on artofequality.com. Otherwise, things are going really well. We're about a month ahead of schedule, which has just been absolutely beautiful. The weather's been very cooperative over the past few weeks. We've had a couple of rain delays, but that's par for the course when you're working on the coastal shore. And it's been such a joy. Galveston's been so beautiful. The weekend is lovely. Had a chance to spend some time at the beach in the break of bringing this masterpiece to life. But I want to check in today and just share with folks a little bit of the development of the project, how things are moving along. Special thanks to all of the folks in the community that have been driving by, taking pictures, shouting us out, folks at the Galveston Daily News for their support, and all the people that are behind the scenes helping make this happen. Sam Collins, Kanisha Allen, Sue Johnson, Sheridan Lorenz. There's a list of folks that I couldn't be here if it not for them. So thank you very much for your support. Thank you for the love. And remember, today, do something that your future self will thank you for. We're painting for the future. We're painting for children who will one day come see this and want to make sense as to what's going on in their world. And hopefully this mural serves as a storytelling wall, as an outdoor classroom, as a learning laboratory to understand the history of not just Juneteenth, but the history of America and the impact that Juneteenth had really on the whole world. And certainly I wouldn't be doing this work right now if it was not for Juneteenth, because it is because of Juneteenth that we are here and I'm being able to create and share my creativity with the public, with people just like you and you and you and you. And so with that, do something today your future self will thank you for. I love you. Stay well, stay connected. This is Reginald Adams and the Creatives signing out. Peace.